Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we are going to be dabbling into some new makeup that I got my hands on from the Sephora VIB sale. So I am going to be trying out the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and I have the shade Medium Deep for Macau. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I also picked up the NARS Radiant Creaming Concealer in the shade Medium Dark to Caramel. And then I'm also going to be trying this Fenty Beauty, it's the Snap Shadows, and I have the shades 10 Money. So I'm also going to be trying out this new Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and this is in the Honey Translucent shade. So I do have a video up showing you guys some new products that I have purchased from the Sephora VIB sale. So instead of getting into all of that in this video, I will be having a whole nother video talking about all the things that I've gotten, and it should be up before this video is up. So if you want to see what I come up with and if I like these new products, then stay tuned. So hopefully my brows aren't coming off too strong, but I have not done my makeup in a while. So yeah, I'm kind of in that stage where I kind of forgot how to do my makeup, but you know, we're gonna get there. So I just want to start off the video by saying I know I have been absent from my channel. I've kind of been absent on posting on my Instagram as well, as far as like posting pictures and stuff like that. I had a moment where I was just having like a foggy brain. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to just post anything as far as like the sake of posting something, because I noticed that when I do stuff like that, you can tell like the quality of my makeup or the quality of whatever photo I put out, and I just didn't want to put anything out there for the sake of posting something. And then it turned into being longer than a week of me not, you know, posting, and just posting anything on my Instagram as far as my feed, and then posting anything on my YouTube channel. But I kind of was trying to post a little bit on my stories. I honestly have no reason why like I haven't been posting on either platforms, other than I've just been having a foggy brain and I didn't know what to do or what to post. And then when this Sephora VIB sale came about, I was just like, oh, I can buy some new makeup, because I've been using the same makeup on my channel for the longest, besides the Too Faced. That's something that's new, but I just wanted to get something new, try new things, and you know, give you guys an idea of something that you may want to purchase in the future. So I feel like I have talked long enough. Let's go ahead and get started with the makeup. And as always, I'm going to be priming, and I'm going to be using my Professionals primer. So now that we have the face primed and my eyelids prepped and ready to go, we are going to go in the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadow palette. And like I said, this is in the shades 10 Money Green. I picked this little snap palette because I kind of wanted to not get the same palette that I also purchased. I'm not going to say what that palette is, because that's going to be in my VIB haul. So I got this one because I didn't want to be repetitive with the colors that I buy. And so whenever I get BoxyCharm also, I get kind of a lot of the same colors, but that's only because when I do my quiz, I pretty much have like the colors that I'm okay with, the colors I will go for. So I just picked something that I wouldn't normally gravitate towards, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna start off with this shade right here, and it's called Rubber Bands. So it's kind of a cool tone brown, but I am going to be using that as my transition shade. And I might have to go dip into another palette to deepen up the crease a little bit. So I also want to know, what did you guys think of my clothing haul that I posted? That was the last video I had posted before, you know, I kind of went on hiatus for a little bit. But I do have another clothing haul coming soon. I placed an order on Zara and Abercrombie, and I also picked up some things in store. So I'm going to be having a video coming up pretty soon, trying on some more fall winter pieces, more so fall, because the things I got are layer pieces. But I really enjoyed filming the last video, so I kind of wanted to do another one. And then I also think I'm going to be pulling out my Christmas stuff today. But first, I need to go out to the grocery store and to the vitamin shop, because I woke up yesterday morning telling myself that you are going to get back on track with getting healthy again and drinking your greens and, you know, getting your vitamin C and stuff like that, especially with the weather being weird right now and everybody is paranoid about the coronavirus, so including myself. So I just want to try to be as cautious as possible. So I'm gonna try to get to the grocery store today, and if I don't go, I'm going to be pulling out my Christmas stuff. I think I'm gonna vlog it because I want to show you guys how I'm gonna transform my living room. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and it's called Fat Pockets. I'm just going to place that all over the eyelid. So I'm gonna go back into my crease really quick to add some more of that shade called Secret from my Morphe palette. So I think I want to go in with this yellow gold shade, and it is called Flash Money. I'm just gonna put that in the inner corners of my eyes. Hopefully it doesn't look crazy, but I'm gonna add it anyway, so we're gonna see. It actually looks pretty. So now we're going to start with the foundation. I am going to be using this microfiber Destane&Co lavender velvet sponge. I came across this in the Target back home. My Target doesn't carry it for some odd reason. This is what the sponge looks like. So that's what the sponge looks like. I am about to go wet my beauty blender really quick so we can get started on the foundation. So now we are going to start with the foundation, and like I said, I picked up the Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade Macao. I'm scared because I hope it's my right shade. So now we are going to start, and I pray this is the right shade. So I think I'm just gonna squirt some on my brush. So this is just one pass, and I know you saw on this side of my face I have some dark spots, so this is a comparison of what this side looks like. It's not quite dry, so might still come off a little wet. But this is one side with the foundation, and this is the other side. And so far we looking like we are in the right color family, which is always a blessing. So is anyone else feeling like me and they tried to hold out as long as they could with putting up Christmas decorations? Cause I'm just too excited. Like, for one, I'm changing my theme this year. So far I have done the rose gold, white, a little brown as far as like rustic look, and then I've done gold and white, and I feel like I did the gold and white twice. But this year I want to do red and white, which is pretty strange. Not strange, but it's pretty rare because I'm not a big fan of, I guess, like the traditional Christmas colors like red and green. I just feel like it looks old. But I figure doing red and white, it's kind of like a Christmas tradition, but it's not really old either. Like, it doesn't give off that old vibe. It kind of gives off like candy cane vibe, and not so much of the old red and green color. So yeah, I kind of shocked myself with that one. But I went out to Michael's, I believe at the beginning of, no, in the middle of October. I went to Michael's and I got some red ornaments because I have some white ornaments, so I didn't go overboard with trying to buy white ornaments, but I wanted to get some red ones because I know a lot of people do like traditional Christmas colors. I went and got some, and then I went to Target and I got like some red and white wrapping paper and stuff. So now we are going to go in with the creamy concealer in the shade Caramel. I hope I picked out a good shade because, you know, I be guessing on that stuff. And I know a lot of people rave about NARS concealer, so I wanted to give it a try. So now we are going to be trying out this sponge for the first time. So I guess I'm gonna do it on the flat side. So I kind of want to go in a little bit more underneath my eyes with some more concealer. And while I am doing that, I guess I can kind of like give my opinion on the products so far. So as of right now, I do think I picked some pretty good shades as far as when it comes to my concealer, because like I mentioned before in my videos, I use the Sephora app to kind of like match my foundations when I do want to go purchase new foundations. And for the most part, when I do pick something, if it says exact match, then I'll feel more confident going to buy it. And so with this particular foundation, it did say that it was an exact match. So far so good. And I haven't even set my face, but it's already looking like I'm pretty set, like I haven't added any powder yet. So that's that with the foundation. So far I'm liking it. And as far as the concealer, my only problem right now, because I can't really say it until I take some pictures, it's not coming out as much as I want it to. Like, let me show you. So when you take it out, it's like a little bit, it's not enough of it coming out. This, you know, well, that was a terrible idea because I'm about out of it, but I don't know, it's just, I feel like I get more concealer out of my Fenty Beauty than I do my NARS, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's not a good concealer, so don't think I'm saying that. And then as far as the eyeshadow goes, the green shade, for the most part, I didn't notice it until I started to apply my foundation, but I guess it had some fallout, and so it kind of makes you look like you got punched in the eye a little bit. But that's why it's a good thing that I am doing my concealer after, because it'll help like hide it and take care of that. But besides the fact that it probably has some fallout, as you can see, the shade is very pigmented. Like, I didn't go in and add any extra concealer on my lid to, you know, have the shadow stick to it or have it pull the color a little bit more. But what I will say is, when you are doing like color on your eyelid and when you are a woman of color, it does help if you use your highlight and concealer shade on your eyelid to use when you are doing like colors on your eyelid, so that way it kind of pops more. Because sometimes if you just go in using your sometimes when you kind of just go in using just your regular shade or like your skin tone, it kind of doesn't really help with, you know, the eyeshadow popping. So that's a tip. So like, just an example, if I'm not explaining it right, I have the shade 420 in my Fenty Beauty concealer, and then I have the shade 360 in my Fenty Beauty concealer, and 420 is my exact match and 360 is my highlighting shade. So if I was to just use my 420 on my eyes as like my base, it's not going to give me that bold bright effect depending on if the eyeshadow is pigmented or not. But if I go in using my highlighting shade, which is 360, it's more than likely that the shade is going to appear a little bit more brighter. So like I said, just keep that in mind if you want to use color and you're not sure if it's not going to be bold or pigmented or not, because this is my first time using any of these products as far as the NARS soft matte complexion foundation, the NARS creamy concealer, and the Fenty what is it, the Fenty Snap Shadow. Those are my first time using those on camera, first reaction. So, you know, now I know in the future that if I use like my regular shade as far as like my skin tone shade, It's probably still going to be pigmented, but because I use my highlighting shade, it's definitely going to give me that wow effect. So I just went in and set underneath my eyes using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And like I said, the foundation looks like it's been set, but I'm still going to go in and use some powder just because I want that extra security blanket, because your girl is oily, okay? I'm going to be using this Laura Mercier honey translucent powder to set the rest of my face. When I went to order this online, I'm assuming that, let me check before I lie. Okay, yeah, your girl was about to lie. So they do have the honey translucent shade in the mini version, which is this one that I have, and then they also have it in the regular size. But I believe when I went to go purchase it, I got it in the mini version because I wasn't sure if I would like it. So in this video, if I do like it, I will probably go back and get the larger size. Like, I have the larger size of, matter of fact, let me give you a comparison. So I have the regular size Laura Mercier setting powder, and then I also have the mini one to the translucent one as well. So this one is the mini honey shade, and you see the size comparison. But if I do like the honey translucent shade, I will purchase the bigger version so that I can have to use at home. And then just like my mini version of the regular translucent powder, I'll just throw this inside of my my makeup bag for like when I travel and stuff, so that way I won't have to carry around my big tub of powder. So now we are going to set the face, and this is what the product looks like. So this is the honey translucent powder, and we are going to set the rest of the face using this. And just like with my translucent powder, I'm not going to take a lot of it. I'm just going to dab a little bit in it and then dust it all over the face. And another reason why I just want to dust it lightly is because the foundation is already matte, and you don't want to be too dry. But also, you just want to be careful not to look like a ghost. So that's all I'm going to use. So now we are going to contour using our Too Faced contour palette. So now that we have our contour done, we are going to spray the face real quick to set everything in place. And I am going to go in with my e.l.f. Magic Matte Mist Setting Spray. A pair of these Ardell Double Up Wispies, and I am going to be prepping that while I finish off this look. So while we are waiting on the glue to dry a little bit more on the lashes, I am going to be going in with my Flesh highlighter, and this is in the shade Rise. I purchased this from Ulta. I'm not sure how much it costs, but I will have the link in the description box so that you guys can check it out if you like it. So for the lips, I'm just going to keep it simple just because we have like a bold eye going on. And let's be honest, if I didn't have a bold eye going on, I still probably was going to go in with something nude on my lips. So yeah. At the moment, I am obsessed mixing my KKW lip liner in the shade Nude 3 and then using my NYX Suede matte lipstick in Dainty Days. I'm just obsessed with using that combo, so that's what I'm gonna do. So this is the final look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you haven't already, make sure you check out my Sephora VIB haul so that you can see the goodies that I've purchased and my opinions and thoughts on them. So until next time.